What's up, movers? I'm Coach Hal, and we are going to be going over a 5-minute forward fold. So I'm just going to cover a little bit of what we're doing on the forward fold here, and I want you to go ahead and get into the movement with me. So let's just go ahead and find our positioning, find where we want to be, get in our grounded surface, barefoot if you can. Go ahead and get about fist width apart, just get those feet underneath the hips. We want to be aligned in our columns, and we're going to go ahead and start our forward fold with working on our hinge, working on bringing the hips back into the sky, rotating the femurs in. We're doing that with the control of our hips. We're not forcing anything further than it can go. We're going to continue to take that fishhook visual of pressure down through the outside blades of the feet, coming back in through the body, driving the hips high, driving the pressure high and back. So we're going to be staying off of our heels, not driving in through the heels, but clearly you can rest somewhat on those. We just want the majority of that pressure coming through the balls and outside blades of the feet. So we're driving back, hips are fully engaged. We can double check our hips, quads, make sure things are turned off in the front, making sure we're feeling engagement in the backside. Let's go ahead and get our timer started. If you're going with me, let's get into it. We're gonna drop down with our torso, with our upper body, making sure that we're maintaining pressure through the backside and not just dumping into the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and double check my hip flexors and my quads again. Everything's turned off. I'm really feeling the stretch in my hamstrings. I can feel pressure in the backside of my glutes. I'm actually feeling length coming into my back, my lower back here. So everything is in order. And if I ever feel like I'm losing a good sensation or I'm feeling pinching in the front side, I can always physically go here and check it out. Or maybe you will just feel it and say, oh no, I felt my quad light up here. Let's maybe retreat a little bit. Let's find that backside engagement again. And then make sure as we're leaning forward, obviously as I'm going through this tutorial here, talking with you, I'm looking up a little bit here as I shouldn't be. I really want to let the crown of my head just fall to the floor. We're really just relaxing everything in the upper body. The spine is really elongating here, finding space as I continue to drive my hips wide back to the sky. I'm just relaxing everything else here in the front, really feeling lateral calves. Everything's turned on here in my backside, feeling a lot of length and engagement. Once again, using that fishhook visual, driving pressure down through the outside blades of my feet, through the floor, and letting that pressure come back in again through the inside, bringing all that energy back up and out through my hips. It's a very powerful visual if you can find it. If not, maybe think about just dragging and pulling the soles of the outside blades of the feet wide of the floor and just creating this spread wide visual. So the feet and the ankles are spreading wide as you spread the hips wide. Really just looking to find space and length and finding all that engagement in the calves, lateral calves. You can maybe even feel it in the feet, and the ankles are on fire. Hamstrings and glutes are stretched out. Lots of good things happening for us, especially in such a long hold. We're about 2.5 minutes in, so at this time I'm going to try and just be quiet and focus here and work on my breathing. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're focusing on your breathing and feeling all of these good sensations. Big inhale, filling up the low belly, filling up the hip flexors, creating more space in that front side, and nice long exhale. Really trying to find more length and relaxation and releasing tension with that exhale. Trying to exhale more air than what we had originally inhaled in.
Really getting deep now. Really feeling the burn. We've got a minute left. I want you to listen to your body, listen to where it's really asking you for work, and maybe we can come back and spend more attention there the next time we're here. Just be more aware of it in our movements throughout our day-to-day life. What are we doing to maybe compromise length and strength in our backside, and how can we mitigate putting our body into that position so as we do find length and strength in our backside here, we can maintain it and own it and hold on to it and utilize it in our life. And as we come out of this, we do have a couple more seconds here, about 20 seconds, but as we come out of this, we're going to zombie our way up. We're going to slowly stack each disc of our spine on top of one another. So we're going to start at the tailbone at the very low back and start piling up one disc on top of another, letting everything else, the crown of the head, the shoulders, the hands, everything's still going to be not reaching towards the floor, but just letting gravity take it towards the floor, not pulling it up until it's in its order and in its turn. So we're coming up now, pulling up through the backside, stacking the spine, one little vertebrae at a time, staying loose for those who have not been stacked yet. You may feel really good getting a deep exhale or a long exhale out rather here. Little decompression pops, that's okay, that's great. Strong in the feet, strong in the backside, feeling very strong and elongated at this point. If you were able to follow along for that entire 5 minutes, congratulations. That is awesome. If you had to take a couple breaks, that's totally fine. And I hope you maybe follow along with this in the near future or incorporate it into your recode. It's going to be very powerful. So good luck with it. Have fun. Coach Hao out.